into a world where imagination meets nature, where the raw, rugged beauty of a wooden log transforms into something alive, a being with soul, character, and timeless elegance. Today, we're stepping into the magical world of human and animal wooden sculptures, a world carved from patience, passion, and the wisdom of trees. Each stroke of the chisel, each delicate curve, tells a story of how a lifeless piece of wood becomes something that breathes art, emotion, and life itself. The ancient connection between man, animal, and wood. For thousands of years, wood has been more than just a material. It has been a companion, a shelter, and a storyteller. Early civilizations carved wooden figures not merely for decoration, but to express faith, protect their homes, or symbolize their connection to nature. Tribes across Africa, Asia, and Europe shaped animal totems and human forms to represent courage, wisdom, fertility, and spirit. In many cultures, carving animals was believed to transfer their spirit. A lion for strength, an owl for wisdom, a deer for gentleness. And when humans were carved beside them, it symbolized unity, a reminder that mankind and nature are eternally linked. The art of carving life into wood. Creating a wooden sculpture, whether of a human face or an animal's form, is not just a craft, it's a dialogue between artist and nature. The artist begins with a block of wood, sometimes oak, mahogany, or teak, and studies it closely, feeling its texture, its energy, its imperfections. Every knot, grain, and curve becomes part of the story. The wood tells the sculptor what it wants to become. Through patient carving, sanding, and shaping, the figure slowly emerges, a spirit taking form. And the moment when a lifelike gaze or an animal's silent motion appears from wood. That's when magic truly happens. The beauty of animal wooden sculptures. Animal sculptures are among the most captivating forms of wood art. They remind us of our connection to the wild, to the freedom of nature. From majestic wooden horses galloping in mid-motion, to gentle elephants symbolizing strength and memory, to soaring wooden birds frozen in eternal flight. Each creation captures the animal's soul. In modern times, artists mix realism and abstraction, sometimes using driftwood, branches, or reclaimed timber, to sculpt forms that are raw, natural, and emotionally moving. A lion's mane may be represented by rough bark texture, while an eagle's wings might be carved from curved roots. These works remind us beauty isn't always perfect. Sometimes it's wild and untamed, just like nature itself. Human wooden sculpture. Expressing the soul. When the subject is human, the sculpture becomes deeply emotional. Each carved face tells a story of joy, wisdom, sorrow, or peace. Traditional African masks, Japanese Buddhas, European saints, all carved by hand, all carrying centuries of spiritual depth. Modern sculptors push this tradition further, creating abstract human forms that express feelings instead of features. A bent figure might show struggle. An open-armed form might show hope. Smooth lines and flowing forms often represent balance and harmony. Through wood, artists communicate emotion in a way that speaks to everyone, across cultures, languages, and generations. The modern evolution of wooden sculpture. Today, wooden sculpture is not just an ancient tradition. It's a thriving, evolving art form. Contemporary artists experiment with burned wood, mixed media, and recycled timber, giving new life to discarded materials. Imagine a sculpture made from old shipwreck wood, a whale carved from timber that once sailed the ocean, or a human hand sculpted from reclaimed barn wood, symbolizing the endurance of life through change. Technology has also found its way into wood art. Laser cutting and 3D mapping help artists design intricate layers and patterns, while hand finishing ensures each piece still carries a human touch. This fusion of modern technique and ancient tradition creates a bridge between the past and the future of wood art. Symbolism and meaning. Why do these sculptures captivate us so deeply? Because wood, by nature, feels alive. It once grew, absorbed sunlight, felt the wind and rain. And now, reborn through an artist's hand, it continues to live in another form. A wooden bird might symbolize freedom. A human figure might represent inner peace. A wooden wolf might stand for loyalty or resilience. Every sculpture invites the viewer to reflect, to see not just an object, but a message from the heart of nature. Craftsmanship and technique. Creating these sculptures requires time, patience, and mastery. Artists use tools like chisels, mallets, sanders, and carving knives. Each step, rough shaping, fine detailing, and finishing, is a journey toward perfection. Sanding brings out the grain. Polishing brings out the glow. Oil and wax bring the sculpture to life. A skilled artist doesn't fight the wood, they listen to it. They follow the natural direction of the grain, allowing the material to guide their art. That's what separates true craftsmanship from imitation. The ability to work with nature, not against it. Sustainability and eco-art. Modern sculptors increasingly focus on sustainability. Many now use reclaimed or fallen wood, reducing waste and preserving forests. By transforming scrap timber into stunning art, they send a message: beauty can emerge from what others discard. This eco-conscious creativity has made wooden sculpture not just an art form, but a statement about balance, responsibility, and renewal. Wooden sculptures in home decor. From minimalist interiors to rustic homes, wooden human and animal sculptures bring warmth and soul to any space. A wooden deer on a shelf, a hand-carved face near the fireplace, or a driftwood bird on a mantle. These aren't just decorations, they're emotional anchors. They tell stories. They connect you to the earth. They turn homes into sanctuaries filled with life and meaning. The artist's vision. Behind every sculpture stands an artist, patient, passionate, and inspired. They see what others cannot. Where most see just a log, they see a spirit waiting to be revealed. The process may take weeks or months, but for these creators, time is irrelevant. What matters is the transformation. From rough timber to smooth, expressive art. The journey is both spiritual and creative. Conclusion: the eternal spirit of wooden sculpture. As we come to the end of this journey, one truth stands out. Wooden sculptures, human or animal, are living stories carved into time. They remind us of our bond with nature, our power to create beauty from simplicity, and our ability to find soul in the materials of the earth. The next time you see a carved face or a wooden animal, pause. Look closely. You're not just seeing wood. You're seeing emotion, memory, and spirit, all preserved forever in grain and texture. Because, in the hands of the artist, wood isn't just wood. It's life reborn as art. Thank you for joining us on this creative journey through the world of human and animal wooden sculptures. If this inspired you to see wood in a new light, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of nature, art, and craftsmanship. Until next time, keep creating, keep imagining, and keep celebrating the timeless soul of wood.